Hello, world.
Hello, every people of the interwebs. We're here for another fantastic episode, and this week we're going to bring you a review of The Fog. We've joined forces with Jumpscare, and we're going to have a great time. How are you guys doing today?
We're good. Oh yeah,
Thank-
you forward that you get the fog in your glasses.
All I see is the fog.
It's great to have you guys back again for another fantastic episode. We definitely appreciated the last episode that we teamed up on. So if you guys haven't seen that, you guys definitely should check that one out. Now, I do have the preview of The Fog for those of you that have not seen this fantastic film. It is a 1980s film, and it's probably one of the best. Well, it's my personal favorite. So without further ado, here is the fantastic trailer for that.
John Carpenter's The Fog.
This is KB Antonio Bay. Stevie Wayne here, and let me be the first to wish Antonio Bay a happy birthday. We're 100 years old today, and keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unknown came out of the fog. Now it has returned. Jesus. 100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unnatural came out of the fog. Now it has returned. 100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something evil came out of the fog. Now it has returned. Who's there? The fog.
Antonio Bay has a curse on it. We're all cursed. There's no water getting in here, but something awful cold, Pin.
I think I'll go to Vancouver now. Where's the fog now?
It should be right outside my door now.
Oh, there's something different about this fog. Dan, stay away from the door! Someone listen to me!
Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows.
Ooh.
There's something in the fog.
Oh man.
Stay away from the fog. From the creator of Halloween, the ultimate experience in terror and suspense.
Man, this trailer is long.
It's like the whole. It's the whole.
The Fog,
It's
starring
more
Amy
this
Barlow,
movie.
Jamie Lee
Oh, that's
Curtis,
cool.
John Houseman, Janet Leigh as Kathy Williams, and Hal Holbrook as Father Malone. The Fog. What you can't see won't hurt you. It will kill you. Between midnight and 1, it will find you.
Ooh. Between midnight and 1, huh?
It's a very specific time for you.
Very specific time.
It's actually 11:55 to 1.
Does that? What a coincidence! That's at the right time when I go on my Taco Bell run. Fuck. Guess no Taco Bell for me tonight, guys.
Yeah, you might want to skip that.
Maybe it's the best.
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you get? Wow, where should we even start with this fantastic film?
The amazing storyteller opening, I think.
Yes.
I'll tell you my theory about this movie later. I've long held the theory that this movie takes place right after Halloween, and that Jamie Lee Curtis's character just left Haddonfield, changed her name, wanted to get away from everything and go out hitchhiking and see the world, and then just stumbled into another horrible adventure. when she went hitchhiking, and then was like, you know what? I'll just go back to Haddonfield. Wherever I go, these things seem to follow me, so I might as well just stay in Haddonfield.
Who knows? That might have been because coincidentally, Tom Atkins' character, his name is Nick Castle.
Yeah.
Who was Michael Myers in the original film. So, I mean, I'm gonna believe it. And it's 2 years after Halloween, so she's been traveling for 2 years, and it's her 13th hitchhiker, like her 13th pickup.
Yeah.
Tom Atkins' character, Nick. Mr. Castle.
And look, if Donald Pleasance can show up as Father Loomis in Prince of Darkness, then, you know, that's the thing with that. I've always said in that one too. After Michael Myers convinced him that evil was real, he became a priest and moved to California. Got into more trouble.
Oh no!
Nice.
Chris said Halloween 3, Mike Myers in the fog. Ooh, that would be actually pretty frightening.
Yeah, he just shows up there too.
It blends well with the white face. He's just popping out.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
So I want to give a huge shout out to Tom Atkins' character for, you know, serenading the lady right away. He didn't get to first base. He hit a home run right away. You just see him, you know, in the one scene they're hitchhiking. Oh, hello, are you a stranger? Are you strange? Oh yeah, I'm very strange. And then next thing you know, they're having what we presume to be intercourse, perhaps a little adult tango, perhaps. Yeah, they were in bed, all snuggled up, and Jamie Lee Curtis's character was kind of shirtless, you know, wrapped up in a little whatever, I don't know, debay or whatever the fuck it was. So I don't know.
Hey, he's got that Atkins magic.
Yeah, he got the ladies. He got what's her face in Halloween 3. I mean, it was already in a motel setting, so boom,
Yeah,
like might as well. Like, oh, we're in danger. Might as well do it because you don't know. We might not live to see tomorrow. I think that's what it is. It's the danger. It's like we don't know if we're gonna live. Let's just bang. Like,
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think that's likely what's happening. But I just thought, you know, because I watched it like I don't know, what was it, like maybe last year or 2 years ago, most recently. And you know, and then this time I actually had to pay attention. Like I actually pay attention to see, you know, what I can pick at and for the review. And I'm just like, oh my God, that was kind of quick to jump in and do stuff. I don't know. I'm not judging, but I was like, whoa, they got right to it.
Not a lot.
Yeah, what is it? Gas ass, or cash, right? He got some ass, so hey, it was the way things were then. You know,
She didn't have
knew
any
the
other
deal.
stuff.
She didn't have the cash or the grass,
Or the
so I
grass,
guess.
You got to work with what you got.
she had the ass, so there you go.
That's hilarious. The most memorable thing in this movie that me and Kat were able to witness when we had a conversation with John Carpenter, I think at a movie screening where he was present, they asked him what the most challenging part was about this film, and he was saying that there's one scene where they roll the car forward, right? They're driving, and the fog just would not go. It was just going the opposite way. So what they had to do is some movie magic. They had to roll the film backwards, and then they had to show the thing backwards. So what you're seeing on the screen is actually in reverse because they couldn't get the fog to cooperate with them. And they had a lot of problems with this fog and trying to control like how it went for it to look good. And that's one thing that he was commenting and discussing. He's like, fuck it. We just had to, you know, do the take and just play it in reverse. And that's all we could do. So now watching it, I'm like, is that part where they did it in reverse? That's great. So what was your guys' favorite part in this movie? I know there's so many great ones, but what stood out to you guys the most?
To me, this was one of those movies when I saw it as a kid that the ending just threw me for a loop because it was the first one I remember seeing where everything was over. It was calm. It was nice. Everybody had a nice, happy ending, and then bam,
Stinger.
Yeah, the stinger just happens at the end, and I was not expecting that. I was just like, oh my god, they just popped back in. I hadn't seen that in the movie before, so that's always stuck with me. The crazy ending to it.
I love the opening. It just sets the tone for the entire film, and it's such a classic like story around the fire. Just it's such a great.
And that John Houseman, he really sells it. He makes it sound like this epic tale that's been told for hundreds of generations, and he goes all out on it.
Oh my god, we have a wonderful pun here by Chris. He said he's got great bod because he's always on the Atkins diet.
When I saw Tom Atkins at Spooky Empire a few years ago, he said that scene was very awkward for him because he was like 35, 36 at the time. Jamie Lee Curtis was like 22, and he just felt so awkward.
Yeah.
Like just uncomfortable. He's like, it was just weird. But he's like, everybody always comments on that scene. He goes, I get a lot of thumbs up from people over that, but because it was just really awkward at the time to film.
He's like, yeah, I wasn't comfortable with it, guys. Like, no thumbs up.
Yeah, please don't thumbs up that. That's kind of inappropriate.
Yeah, but I love how you said he was like 35 or 36 at the time, and he looks like he's 51. Like,
yeah,
because that's how people look like from the back in the day. Like all these old movies and TV shows are like, oh, this person's in their 30s or 40s, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they look like they're 50 or 60 years old. Like, what were they doing?
Twilight Zone's real bad about that. Like, this is John Smith. He's 25 years old. He looks like he's 50. You're like, oh, God,
yes. No. I've noticed that.
I don't know. I know he felt uncomfortable, but Tom Atkins, like, even when we just saw him last year, his hair was completely white. Like, he's super sweet, and in a weird way, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know. I still got the Halloween 3, like the fog, like Night of the Creeps. Like, I got all these images that, Tom Atkins, he's coming with the trench coat, he got a gun, like he's gonna fuck some shit up, like, and I'm meeting him in real life, and I'm just like, I shouldn't be like attracted to you right now. It's kind of weird. Like, you could be my grandfather. Like, I don't know. He still has it. He still got it. You still got
That's
it, Tom.
Swagger, Like my obsession with Patrick Stewart. I'm like, oh yeah, daddy.
Oh my god, you guys are funny. I have some memorabilia that I'll show you guys. He autographed for me. I have a Fog film can that I'm slowly but surely collecting signatures on. So
Awesome.
it's a nice little artwork piece that I'm working on. But yeah, this movie. So I gotta ask you guys something about the end. So there's one scene, kind of all the way the very highlight, the climax. That scene where they're fighting over the cross, right? Do you think that if Tom Atkins' character hadn't have pulled the father off the cross thing while they were fighting with it, do you think he would have died, or do you think he would have still lived? Because you see him pull him off, and then he's like all messed up because of all the power surging from that area. So I don't know if he would have been able to sustain all of that force. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think about that scene in particular?
I always thought that he wouldn't have made it, that he would have just vanished when they did. They would have all just disappeared together. And that's why, of course, later they have to return because they didn't get their last person that they needed. So I always thought, yeah, he would have definitely just disappeared with him if Tom Atkins hadn't pulled him away.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, not that I would have changed the ending, but it would have been cool and maybe totally not like together at all. But if he would have if they would have done like a stop motion, like he would have gotten like the leprosy, like he would have become maybe one of them and joined the ranks because he's greedy for the gold too, like, you know, and it would have just taken him over and he would have just like
that would have been good because he was one of the last descendants to become one of the people too. Yeah,
so that would have been pretty cool to see. But I mean, budget wise, too expensive.
True. What about you, Kat? What do you think would have happened in that if that ending scene would have been tweaked a little bit?
I agree that it would have dissolved, but I love your idea though. That's really great. And that was my favorite part was the very end though, where they're like trapped on the top of the lighthouse and all hell's breaking loose, and it's just like there's no you don't see any options in sight for them to survive. So that's the part that I really like the most, that dire situation that they can't break free from is what I liked most about it.
Yeah. I wish they would have made another like a sequel to this, because I think it would have been really good. Like if somehow they, I don't know, they came back for the father, you know, and there's like crazy church fight or something. I don't know. I kind of wanted. I'm kind of greedy because I wanted more, even though it's fine the way it is. You know, you often get greedy. You're like, I want more content. Feed me, entertain me. So I would have loved some more action from the army, and I don't know. That's just me. But what do you guys think? You guys think a sequel would have been possible?
Well, no, not with John Carpenter. He's not. I mean, maybe if they would have came with a truckload of money, but after no, I don't think he would have done it. If it wasn't him doing it, it would have been bad. I don't think it would have been good.
I don't know what they would have done with the sequel, but I think this is one of those ones that's just perfect. It didn't need a sequel, and it, you know, you watch it and it's kind of timeless. So yeah, I think it would have been fine. I think it's fine without a sequel.
Yeah, I can see that point also. You know, don't touch it, don't mess with it. You know, like they're redoing The Crow. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm just like, leave it alone. Stop touching it.
Be a whole conversation we can have after, because that would be a long conversation. We just go into like the after show.
Yeah, if you guys want to pay for the after show, come bring some money and toss it our way. If you need my Cash App or whatever. And Chris said, I think the attraction to the older guys is called the Sam Elliott effects.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I can see that.
He even said yes.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, Sam Elliott, he's also on the list. Okay. I shouldn't call it the daddy list because that's weird, but the granddaddy list. Oh no.
So guys, really quick, I see some people are watching. If you guys want to enter to win this beautiful autographed comic book by our good friend Matthew Roberts, he has so kindly autographed it for us, and you can definitely Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus.
It's been a long day, but if you guys want your autographed copy, please comment on while we're live, and then you will be entered to win, potentially, if you're lucky.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
Yay.
You know what? Yes. That always gets me in the film. I've seen it so many times, and I always like clutch my pearls, like, oh god, the scene where the fog is coming in after Stevie's son and the nanny or whoever she is, and I'm just like, don't get them. Like, I'm like, you know, they're gonna be fine. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, get your life together. But I just can't help it because the urgency and the fact that obviously, they put them in the situation where it's like, oh, it's a kid and an old person. Yeah, those are like cannon fodder. Like they're gonna go.
Yeah.
It was just missing the cute dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They threw it all there in the mix. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get the audience with this one.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny? That scene also gets me too. And the scene that also gets me too, I kind of got really attached to the radio lady. I forget what her name was, but Stevie. At the end scene where she's having like that hook fight with the guys up in the freaking lighthouse, and she's like, I was like, come on, you got this. Like the whole time I was like, oh my god, don't kill her. Oh my god, please. Everybody else in this movie, they could have killed the priest. Even the kid. I mean, the kid, yeah, that's sad. But I don't know, whatever, I guess.
Like, take the kid.
Take the kid and the grandma.
They're dead weight. They're gonna hold everybody up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that's just how it be sometimes in horror movies. You just gotta pick the weakest ones out and just have them be sacrificial, sometimes. But yeah, it was so totally rooting for her. Is there a character in particular that you guys were rooting for the whole time?
Yeah, I was kind of always with Tom Atkins with his Nick Castle. I was always with him because I'm not even sure what he did around the town. I don't remember what his job was that he did that like they ever specified, but he did seem like he had a great life there. It seemed like everybody liked him. Like, this guy can't die. He needs to just keep living his best life here in this little town, just driving around, randomly picking up attractive hitchhikers.
Yeah, especially because his so far, Tom Atkins is like, I don't know, he's in the movie. There's a possibility, 50-50 chance he's going to die. Like, he's not going to make it.
Yeah, he wasn't Tom Atkins at this point. So, you weren't sure if he was going to get there. But he did. Like I said, he's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
I think his job was just looking good. Yeah.
Yes, true.
Full-time job.
What about you, Kat? Which one would you say you were always rooting for? You're like, yeah, get him.
I think I related to the woman as well at the end, and she's at the top of the lighthouse, and she's just duking it out and trying to warn the town, but it's too late.
Yes. Now the opposite coin of that, the guys that I was really happy to see go were the fishermen, because they're like, that crazy lady, she's fucking psycho, or whatever they said. They were like bashing her. There's no fog. 2 seconds later, oh, there is a fog bank. I'm like, what?
Maybe we should listen to her.
And then when they just got all completely, spoiler alert, they got all completely obliterated, I was like, yes. I don't know. That kind of that's a good start, because that set the stage for these dudes in the fog aren't gonna fuck around. They're gonna kill everybody. That kind of sent the president and the mood for the whole film, I felt. So I think that was a good kill, and I was like kind of rooting for that. What did you guys feel about that scene in particular?
Yeah, I always like that because, like you said, that's the first time you really see anything crazy go down. Because before, like, you're just seeing things around the town, the alarms are going off, things are breaking, your typical kind of ghost happenings. But when the big ship shows up and the guys just start jumping off onto the fisherman's boat, it's like, oh no, this is definitely not going to be way worse than just things breaking at the grocery store.
I agree.
True.
Because
you're like, oh damn, it's zombies. No.
It's zombie pirates, the worst kind of pirates.
Yeah, even though I like everybody in the movie, well, not the Fisher guys, but I like the main characters and whatever, I kind of was rooting for the fog, because I'm just like, they were wronged, It's already hard being a leopard, like, I could imagine. Like, come on. Why you do that? It's the same thing with, like, Poltergeist. It was just during that time frame where it's just like the wrongs come back for revenge, and unfortunately, if you're in the wrong place, like, you know, you're in the wrong place, wrong time, wrong place, like, gotta move out.
That's true.
Run away. I mean, you can't. It's slow. My thing is, it's so fascinating to me. One, let's just throw it out there that co-written by John Carpenter, fine, but Deborah Hill's name needs to be on there, so she needs recognition. Deborah Hill fans,
yes,
the
Deborah
best
Hill, yes,
they made together before Adrian Bobo came on the scene, and I get it. Stevie, Adrian Bobo, like sex symbol, you know. I mean, come on. But I mean, damn, I wouldn't have left Deborah Hill for Adrian Bobo. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not a man, obviously, so I obviously don't have those tendencies. But I love me some Deborah Hill. But yeah, the best stuff they did together, and just standing there on their vacation, like in Stonehenge, and like just, hey, look at that fog. Oh yeah, but what's coming? What's in the fog? Like, the crazy mind, like the creativity, like you have to have that kind of idea while you're like on vacation. It wasn't like they were scouting a film. They were just, hey, we're just here in Stonehenge, you know, and then we come up with this amazing idea. And then I wonder, like, did they go like immediately back to the hotel and start writing it? Like, that's the part. I mean, we could have now. I guess I can ask, you know, Mr. Carpenter when I see him.
Yeah, that would be a good question to ask him, actually. So,
you know, we were obviously not going to, unfortunately, ask Deborah Hill, but
yeah,
dismissed. Because after that, I feel like downhill. I mean, no offense to John Carpenter. I love me some Carpenter, obviously, but
I don't know about you guys, but I think this was probably the first movie that I ever really noticed all the character names were actual people from a previous movie. Like, I didn't notice it as a kid, but as I got a little older, and I started watching this again and like, wait, Nick Castle, didn't I see that in the Halloween movie somewhere? And realized like, oh yeah, he named the characters after all the
actual people,
the people that helped out in Halloween. I'm like, okay, that's cool. They've overdone that in some movies, but it really worked out well here. I thought it was kind of subtle. You didn't catch on because this, of course, was way before all the internet. So a lot of these people weren't household names. So you didn't catch on that like he was paying homage to all these people that had done such a great job for him in Halloween, you know?
I have a question for Shad.
Yes.
Shad. So Rob Bottin is in this movie.
Yes.
And his name is Blake, but I don't remember. I mean, Rob Bottin has a very specific look, but I don't remember him in the movie. Is he one of the fishermen?
He's a pirate.
Oh, he's a pirate. Oh, obviously.
He's Blake.
He's Blake. Well, that's what I said. He's Blake.
Yeah,
okay, so he's
the
Blake.
Pirate, yeah.
Fantastic. Because, I mean, and then Rob Bottin, where are you at? Come back, Rob Bottin.
Yeah, he just vanished.
He vanished off the face of the earth. Like, no one can find this man. That is just a story on its own. I need the documentary, so someone get on that, please. Thank you very much. We need to know what happened to the special effects. Special effects.
Yeah, in search of Rob Bottin. Can we just find that?
There you go. We got a name. Boom.
Nice. Do you know who I was super disappointed that they made it out? And I was like, fuck. All right. During the beginning, there's poor little Sandy helping that one lady. And then she's like, oh, you're so annoying. She's like, oh, well, did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? Did you send out the invitations? What kind of vigil is it without candles? Did you get the candles? And then she's like, yes, Mrs. Whatever. Yes, Mrs. What? You're so annoying. You're so annoying, Sandy. Like that lady that was bossing Sandy around. Why didn't she get it? Like, she was just such a Karen the whole time. Even she was like pre-Karen and she didn't get it. And I was like, God.
Maybe Carpenter felt bad. He's like, yeah, technically you killed your character 2 years ago, Annie. So I'm just going to let you live on this one, even though you didn't, you see, but technically that's the same character because she was a bitch in Halloween. So, you know, she was condescending. So then she's condescending here, but she didn't get it. She didn't get it the second time around. Maybe he felt bad for her. He's like, I'm going to let you live this time. It's fine.
Right. You know? No, I totally like Sandy's character, or Sandy's Sandy. That's the character's name. I liked her. I just didn't like the older lady that was bossing her around.
Jamie Lee Curtis's mom, Mrs. Williams. Miss Williams.
Yeah, Miss Williams.
Yeah.
Her name I think was Kathy Williams, the
Yeah.
character name. So I wish she would have gotten it because like she just like was such a Karen throughout the whole movie. Even at the end, she was like, like, why aren't you taking me to this church? She had that like dumb face. I'm like, this is the only safe spot that she's gonna be able to take you to. Like, and then she
You
was
can just
still
leave me
worried.
here.
What was that?
That you can just leave me here. Just push her off the side of the road. Be done with it.
Just,
I mean,
yeah.
Was it San Antonio Bay's centennial, or was it hers? Because she was a crotchety 100-year-old lady. She probably should have just been defarred by the fog. You're right.
I know. The fog should have just taken her. Shit. She was probably there the longest in that little town. But I don't know. She was so preoccupied about this damn candle vigil that everybody's leaving. They're like, oh my God, this bad thing is happening. She's like, what about the candles? I'm like, bro, do you not see what's going on? It's the same. She's like the same lady that if there's an earthquake, during the earthquake, she'd be like, but I haven't finished my pie yet. There's a damn freaking earthquake. Like, duck and cover.
Or in the middle of a hurricane, she's like calling the police. My tree fell over. Someone needs to come pick up my tree.
Or complaining the neighbors have junk on their yard.
Yes, this is that kind of
She's
character.
Like, they've got so much junk on their yard. Someone call the HOA and complain about this. I can't deal with this.
No, hands down. I think that's why she was so about. She was there for the first time around. So she was like, "This is important, guys. I was there when it happened 100 years ago. Let's get it together.
We got to get this right."
Yeah, we need some candles.
That is so funny, but she does give me that vibe. That character gives me like she's going to freaking call an HOA on you because your dog peed on your lawn that belongs to you and she didn't like it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. She gave me those kind of vibes. Those I'm gonna call HOA vibes also. So that's a good call out.
Have you guys seen anyone do the fog as a cosplay yet?
No. Have you guys seen?
I think we saw one.
Saw a guy do the priest. He had the big cross, but it
wasn't glowing though.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make it glow. He just had like a big golden cross he was carrying around, but that was fun.
Yeah, I like that's on my list. I think you had asked before in the last. Like, do you have a list of cosplays? I would love to be one of the lepers. It's the you gotta do the LED like red eyes.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun.
That would be great, but it has to be a team effort. Like when every time we've seen someone do the thing, it's always multiple people because it's just like they got the whole setup. Like there's like the person, and then there's someone in the background. Like there's a prop.
Yeah.
Like. It's like a team. I need someone back there with the fog. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be the leper guy. You not have the fog. You got the fog is the whole like point of the cosplay. Like right. You can't, but then fire hazards. Fog.
If you have like a little portable fog, like a portable fog machine, you can just put it like right near you, and then for your pictures and stuff.
I guess they wouldn't have a problem if it's one of those that have like one of those like those haunt tutorials, like the people come and they have their own fog going on, then it'd be okay to have your fog. But if there's not someone like that, then it might be like a fire, like the hotel's gonna burn down, you're gonna get
Oh no, not the hotel.
It'd be great to do like a fog flash mob. We put the fog machine, and then everybody just shows us their things.
Awesome.
I think that'd be so fun. We should plan that.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Like a fog flash mob. I think we can pull it off.
I can build the lighthouse out of cardboard. You have to have the light. Stevie has to come with the lighthouse. It's like if she's an action figure, she has like the phone and the lighthouse, right?
That's pretty much it. That's all you need.
Nice.
And the boobs. You gotta have the boobs.
I
know. I'm just really hyper focused on Adrian Beverly boobs.
Chris said need fog pellets like Batman. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's great. That's great. So out of all of the characters, which one did you guys feel like, well, you said Tom Atkins, but is there somebody else that you like really liked?
Oh, I love Elizabeth. I mean, not because her name is my namesake. It's my name. Jamie Lee Curtis. Love to see Jamie Lee Curtis anytime. I'm a huge Curtis fan. Especially at that time. Because then we see her in not too many horror movies. You know, she's a voice. She comes back as a voice in like 2 other movies, and so it's good to see. It's always good to see her on the screen, even if it's a short span of time. But
yeah,
that's to make Atkins happy for that moment.
Yeah.
Oh, what I just thought about, going back to the original scene with her and Tom Atkins, her mom was also on the production. How do you think she felt about that? Oh my goodness. It's like, yeah, my daughter's just having a sex scene over there. It's cool. Whatever. This is cinema.
I may or may not have been naked in the shower that time with all these men looking at me. It's fine.
Yeah. Getting stabbed in the shower, whatever. No big deal.
Yeah.
It's like she didn't get stabbed when she had her naked scene.
That's true.
Yeah, she made that of hers.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then they were on H2O again, and that was the last time I think that she was in the movie. I think.
Yeah, so that's the only 2 times they were together was H2O and this.
Yeah, so
that's interesting. I wonder if both scenes did Jamie Lee Curtis's character have a naked scene in H2O?
No,
I can't remember.
No, she's I forgot who she's. Is she like the secretary of the school?
The mom is like a principal or something, and I think she might be a teacher or something like that. Jamie Lee Curtis.
No. Jamie Lee Curtis is the dean of the school.
Oh,
yeah, but her mom, I think she's like a
Janet
secretary.
Lee. Yeah, I think she is
because she drives away in the car.
Yeah, the car from
Psycho. In H2O, there's a lot of Easter eggs in that movie.
Ooh.
But,
I gotta go back and watch and find the Easter eggs. I love that shit. I love finding the Easter eggs.
Now, have you guys seen the Superman version?
The Superman version.
Superman, because I love Smallville and Tom Welling. But did you see the remake of this movie, The Fog, the 2005? I think it's 2005.
Yeah, 2005.
No, I was scared too because I didn't know if it was gonna be any good.
I don't know. Shad's get away in.
Yeah.
All right, Sean.
It's not horrible, but it's not great either. It's not the worst remake you've ever seen, but they use a lot of CGI fog, and it's a lot of 2005 CGI fog, so it's not great. But, the actors are all good in it. Everybody does a good job in it. It's just not that exciting to watch because they deviate from the original just enough to try and throw you off, but it just, in the end, there's just not much point to it. It's not, like I said, it's not terrible, but it's not. I'd give it a solid C. C for effort.
Yeah, it's not like the remake of My Bloody Valentine, which is pretty decent, or Black Christmas. I love the remake of Black Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not the one that came out recently with the dub over voices. That one was terrible. The middle one.
The one from 2006.
Yeah, 2006. Hey, mid 2000s. What a time for remakes. A lot of remakes. I mean, there's still a lot of remakes, but sometimes it's just like, don't mess with a classic. Just leave it alone. That's what makes it a classic. It's good, Like, we don't need another. Come up with a new idea. How about that?
True. I was gonna say, did you guys catch John Carpenter in The Fog? I was just trying to see the cast and see if we missed anybody, and he played Bennett.
Yeah, he's the handyman at the beginning that's working on the church.
Oh, I think I missed that. I didn't I was like, who the fuck was Bennett? And was I?
Yeah, it's very young John Carpenter, but he still has the long hair. He's still, when you see him, if you run it back, you'll see him. It's very obviously Carpenter, and this is one of those things that one of the Q&As I was at a con with him. Someone asked him why he doesn't do more appearances, and he said, "Have you seen how I acted in The Fog?"
Oh my
I
god!
don't do more appearances in movies because I need to stick to things that don't have lines.
Oh,
because he does that morgue. He's a mortician in the body bags, and it's not good.
I like that show. He's having so much fun. That's just one of those things where they just let somebody just turn loose. They just put makeup on them and let them have a blast, and I loved it.
It's fine. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just saying, like, I get it. I agree with you, John. I totally agree. I saw body bags, so it's one of those things, because I know a lot of actors, they love to be in makeup because they're able to just not be themselves, and they don't have to, they're not insecure about it. They're just out there being wild, like you said. So for him, he's being like kooky guy. I mean, that's the most I've ever heard him speak and move and be without a cigarette in his mouth. So perfect. And when you were talking about the whole thing of him saying about how like the fog wasn't cooperating and all that, I was just like, why didn't he just start smoking on set like he did in Halloween? And then we would have had to just stand in front of the camera with the puff, and it would have been perfect. He could have just put 5 cigarettes. He's chain smoking anyway, so it's not like, oh no, that's not healthy. The man can't stop smoking at this point. He's literally just full of cigarettes, like
the nicotine is alive.
For sure, 100%.
At this point, yes.
Yeah, the nicotine's, the video games, and the basketball games, like that's what's driving this man. He can never die. Like I already have their set. I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty kooky. I don't know if you guys have this in your own lives, but there's certain people when they pass away, like I'm already like ready to put in the sick time, because I got to dedicate a whole day to this person where I'm either watching whatever they did, like Martha Stewart. I have to watch all the old Halloween episodes. Like that whole day, I'm going to be crying like a baby. John Carpenter, it'll be John Carpenter Day.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. For you, that's going to be your person. Do you have someone?
Yeah, when William Shatner goes, I'm going to have to devote a day just to watching Star Trek episodes with him.
Ooh, I should start already getting like the Costco like tissue boxes ready to go.
Yeah. If you want to go on a Costco run, let's go. I got the membership in my hand right now.
How about you, Luna? Do you have someone that?
That's a great question, because I kind of don't have that.
Okay. Like I said, it's not like a normal person thing. Like, oh, I gotta not take this whole day off to dedicate to this person. I haven't done so yet. There've been people that I've liked that I'm like, oh no, they passed away, but I haven't dedicated a whole day. But those are like my holy two. Like, you gotta take the day off. Or the next day if I can. But I'm gonna have to dedicate some time. Especially if it's like during the week, because the weekend I won't be able to mourn because I'll have my daughter with me. So it'll be all about her. So I couldn't sit and watch horror movies at this point. She's too young. Even though she would love to watch a horror movie. She's already asking. She's seen like
Aww.
Are You Afraid of the Dark and some Goosebump episodes, and she's like unfazed. She's like, this is not scary to me. And I'm like, what? But yeah. So maybe next time, Luna, you'll conjure someone up. Maybe if someone will pop in your head.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody in the industry that I would be very upset about it. I'm just not thinking about it right now. I mean, I'm my brain's practically mush at this point in time, so that's probably why my brain's like, I like Oreos. I want to eat an Oreo. That's
yeah.
kind
I
of
remember
my
my mom-in-law was like thinking Ozzy Osbourne died, and I was like, wait, what? No, I would have felt it. Like, how dare you? Like, no, it didn't happen. Like, I would feel it. My dad would be like, come down from heaven and be like, Ozzy's with me. He's good. I would have known.
You feel the disturbance in the force?
Chris said Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart are going out like at the end of Thelma and Louise.
It's gonna drive off.
And hi there, Juan.
Hi,
So, just because I want to show off, I do have something. The artwork piece that I was telling you guys about. Let me make sure I don't break my stuff. So I've been working on this. Really good friend of mine painted this. So that's John Carpenter's signature. I have Tommy Lee Wallace up here. And then Tom Adkins' signatures right here. Yes, I'm weird.
Oh, Tommy Lee Wallace is also in the movie, but he's a ghost, so it's like
Yeah.
you never know that.
Yep. So I am working on it. The next person on my list to sign this is Stevie Wayne. She's gonna be at a convention. I forget which one. So I'm gonna. Thank you. I was like, I don't know, one of the ones. So I'll probably have her sign somewhere. I don't know. Probably here. This seems like a good spot. So I can balance out the signature, you know what I mean? Kind of over here somewhere. I don't know. I'm working on it. I think this is
I have this one that you gave me.
Yes, and I gave her the little one.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. That's very cool.
Yeah, I can put whatever I want, stash in here. It's an old film can reel. So I don't know. I think it goes good in a movie room.
Oh, for sure. Now I don't feel bad. I have I collect. I went and started collecting film cans at one point in my life, so I have like 5 of them. I had a wall, like they were just decoration for a while. So that's a really cool idea to like have someone paint on it. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. No, they're super cool. Do you guys have anything like that for the fog? Like any cool memorabilia or anything?
I do have that.
Epic shirts, I will say.
Yeah, we've got our shirts, and then I've got a picture that John Carpenter signed. It's like the cover to the Scream Factory edition they put out a few years ago. They like painted one with all of them on it that I got him to sign. And in true John Carpenter fashion, he misspelled my name, had to redo it.
That's awesome. I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that.
No, he misspelled it, and then he was like, "This is the last one I have, so I'm just gonna fix this one." So he just like fixed the name over it. He just traced over it and refixed it, and it's like, there you go. Now that one's unique.
Oh my god, how funny! That is so funny. Now, forever when you look at that, you're like, oh my god, I see it. Yep, it's there.
Yeah, we've got one of the singles, like a. I should have pulled that out if I can see it here. Hang on, go ahead and talk. I'll look for this for a second.
So yeah, those are the only 2 things we have. I'm like looking around because in front of us I have like the whole bookcase full of VHSs and weird random things. There's a book and it's just one of Pinhead. It's just his face, but his eyes are like yellowed out. It looks like he's looking up. It's a demonic looking.
Nice.
He's like staring at me right now. I'm like, oh, look at me. Oh yeah, there's the single.
Now I wanted to ask you guys: are you guys gonna be at any upcoming conventions where we could network?
This is our. I don't know. It's gonna blot out on the thing here. It's the little 45 of the fog. It's it's one that came out a few years ago, and I believe it's.
Is it green? Yeah, it's green.
Yeah, it's green. Let me take it out. It's gonna disappear. Green
no.
screen here.
Nice.
Yeah, you can see it from the side there a little bit. Yeah, it's green.
Nice.
This was the green fog variant.
No, unfortunately, we would have loved to go to Spookala. That's next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
But we were invited to attend the Overlook Film Festival, so we'll be in Louisiana next week.
Oh,
It's gonna be a lot of fun. There's a lot of this is strictly all horror, so it's gonna be a lot of new horror movies premiering. That In a Violent Nature is gonna premiere. The Arcadian with Nicolas Cage. All You Need Is Death.
so many movies.
There's
So,
a lot of them that are going to be premiering
We'll be
there
doing
that
that.
we're anxious to see.
Which is crazy because if we weren't going to that, because that was like invitation just occurred like 2 weeks ago, we would have totally gone to Spookala because Spookala is going to be amazing. Like the lineup is fantastic.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool people at that this year.
And then I know Spooky's in May, but I don't know.
I haven't seen a lot of who they're going to be.
I don't know if there's anyone that we're interested in seeing, but mostly because we've probably seen them multiple times, and it's just like there's no one new. But we have to look at, so maybe Spooky, but we'll definitely let you know.
I will not be at Spooky. I will be in Texas.
Texas. Oh my
Yeehaw! I'm gonna be rodeoing, hassling. Woohoo!
Are you going to a convention there, or just going to be there for other reasons?
Yeah, so I'm going to Texas Frightmare. I'll be representing.
awesome.
I'll be representing Daylight and Fright. Unfortunately, can't come, but you know, I will still be there. You know, rallying up the masses. Here's our business card. Come listen to the show. You know, I'll definitely be out there representing, making Kat very proud. Very proud.
I'm
God,
sure.
are you going to be at Spooky at all?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's plenty of conventions, and then convention time, October, I guess, will start over again.
Yeah, be more than.
October is going to be very busy this year, guys. There's a lot of hot stuff coming in, hot off the press.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely we will cross live. We'll meet each other live.
That's awesome. So how did you guys get that invitation to that? You guys just networked with somebody, or
craziest thing? I don't know. I probably should ask the publicity manager if we meet him, if like that's gonna be like something he's gonna be like, hey, here I am. How that even happened, because we just got an email, and that happens a lot to us. We'll just get an email and we don't know like search optimization, if they're looking for podcasts or they're looking for, whatever, but we had to fill our application out.
Fancy.
To be invited. Like it wasn't like a guarantee, and we were up against whoever else they invited, and then they chose. Technically, I was the only one of us was invited, but I can't go anywhere without my counterpart. So
yeah,
we just got a separate ticket for him. But we were just honored just to be invited, even one ticket. That was like, oh, that's amazing. Like,
yeah, we'll be there. They just only gave us the one press pass. Basically, the press thing is basically the like full VIP like access to everything. So, but yeah.
So I don't know. I will have to ask. We don't know if it it could be 1,000 things. It could be like maybe word of mouth from other, directors that we've had on and other actors we've had on the podcast, or they just looked it up and we popped up somewhere, because we haven't been asked before from film festival. We have been involved in the Popcorn Frights Film Festival that happens in South Florida. We were there. I was there the first year it happened, the second year, I think like the fourth or the fifth year. So I've gone multiple years. And the last time we were able to go pre-COVID, we did interview several directors and stuff like that. So that was maybe someone from that. Who knows? But if I get an answer, I will definitely let you know, because it was pretty cool. Like I said, I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're going. We were invited. Yay!
Yay! Yay! Isn't it so awesome when you work with somebody that gets you like a press pass or something, and you're like, whoa, I think I made it, guys. It's like, I don't know, it's like one of the most exciting things, because it's, to them, it might be like, fuck it. It's just like nothing, we hand out press badges like candy, but to somebody like in our position, we're like, wow, it's like such an honor. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Especially because a lot of horror podcasts, the majority of them are linked to like magazines, like Fangoria. So they have their own section of podcasts. So it's like when you're going up against like those type of podcasts, and there's a lot of horror podcasts. There's so many of them. How can you stand out? It's a whole thing. So it's like, okay, cool. You're right. It's like, wow. Gee golly whiz, we got it.
We've made it. Oh my god, it's so exciting. I'm so happy for you guys that you guys got that recognition you deserve.
Yay.
Obviously, you guys are fantastic, and we always love talking to you guys.
Yes.
I need final notes. Oh my god, can you believe an hour went by already?
No.
It sure flies by.
We're 5 minutes to the hour. So, whoa, that was kind of fun and kind of freaky how fast the time flew by. I could be here.
So if we would have survived the fog then, because it's like midnight till 1 o'clock, right? So an hour.
Yes.
We've almost survived. We got 4 more minutes.
4 more minutes and shit, guys, there's a hook coming through my door. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're breaking the door down, guys. I think this is it. I'm not gonna make it.
It might be Tom Atkins, just look cute and be like, I gotta hide somewhere.
Ass, gas, or grass? I guess it's ass. Let's hope it's Tom Atkins and not, Tommy Lee Wallace in his ghost outfit.
Or Rob Bottin in his ghost outfit.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I don't know. I'll take the Rob Bottin. I have a lot of questions for him. I need to know where you're at. Like, I'm concerned. Like, and then also he's a freaking legend. So it's just like how you disappeared. I understand like the sadness. He disappeared before like it became like CGI like blew up and it overtook everything. It's not like Rick Baker who was like, I'm bowing out because the CGI blah blah blah. Like the artistry is dead. And then he's gone. Like that's a different story. He just like done so. Like he disappeared into the fog, never to be seen again. Do you guys think a remake today would be any good? Because the 2005 one failed miserably. Do you think they'd be able to strike the magic, like strike gold again? No pun intended.
So my only opinion on that is please, for the love of God, do not let Rob Zombie touch the fog.
No.
Do not let him touch it because that's going to be a second John Carpenter film that he's going to fuck up. So I am like imploring to the universe, if you are going to have a remake for The Fog, don't let Rob Zombie touch it and let John Carpenter be involved. Because if John Carpenter is involved and he does have a say and it's his baby, it's one of his babies, he's not going to see it burn and get fucked over in flames. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my only opinion. Don't let Rob Zombie touch it. And as long as John Carpenter is involved, I think it'll be okay.
I second that motion. Also, but we already know who's going to be Stevie, of course.
If Rob Zombie does it, we know who Stevie's going to be.
His wife. So Sherry Moon Zombie's going to be Stevie. Captain Spaulding's going to be Blake.
Well, no.
Oh, no, he's dead? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he passed away, so it won't be him.
His ghost?
But it'll be Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley. That's who I was thinking about. Okay, Bill Moseley. I know one of them was alive. Obviously, I'm not a zombie fan either. So that could be a whole other podcast where we just talk about.
I'm sorry. You know what? He's making a lot of money. He's very rich, but that doesn't mean you should like his stuff just because he's doing it. And I'm sure people like him and that's great and all. But I just do not like what he does to franchises. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. The Monsters, that was a kind of a train wreck.
You actually watched it? I didn't watch it.
I watched the first 20 minutes of it, and then I was like, oh my fucking God. I was like, it was like worse than a freaking dungeon German torture porn. I was like, oh my God, get me the fuck out of here. I can't.
Worse than the Human Centipede?
It was right up there, man. I was like, because they were like, we're going to break in, song and dance. I'm like, oh Lord, no. I was just not. It was not hitting. It was not hitting. And I just wanted to leave the room as fast as I could. But
Hey,
yeah.
look, we survived the fog. It's been an hour.
It's been an hour. We've survived the fog.
You're free now.
And now I can celebrate my birthday.
Happy birthday.
And get more signatures. So I can finish my infinity gauntlet of signatures.
Yes, I obviously the last and most difficult signature will be the Academy Award winning Jamie Lee Curtis. But she will eventually get to the
she is a sweetheart. She just hates signing Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
This is not Halloween stuff. So
True.
if I get lucky enough and I happen to go to one of her, somewhere out in the universe, I see that she's gonna be there. I'm gonna take this because it's not Halloween, and I'm sure she'll be happy to autograph something that's not Halloween.
Throwing good vibes.
Yes. Good
vibes
juju.
away.
Good juju, because I'm gonna finish this thing, man. At least with the actors that are still alive. Some are no longer with us, but the ones that are still here, I can probably collect them. And one of the hardest persons also is John Carpenter, and I already have his signature. And his signature is just literally, he just initials it. It's great.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. So he's very busy, so he just has time to just do JCA. That's it.
So you know what it is.
You know
what it is. You know who it is.
You know.
I think it was like, how much, Cat? Was it like $125 for just his three initials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another 25 if you wanted your name. Or
If you
another
wanted-
50. One or the other, yeah.
125 or 150 if you wanted him to write to
Write your
whoever.
name.
Wow, where was that at?
Texas Frightmare last year, yeah.
That's the last when I had John Carpenter sign my stuff, it was 35.
Holy mother.
That's how long ago.
Whoa.
He signed my Halloween stuff.
$35.
$35?
We personalized it. With extra charge.
Oh
You
my
must have gave some ass or grass. Don't lie. Don't lie.
I just got in early before all the convention things blew up, because going to Spooky in like 2009, 2010, there was no one that, like, Carpenter was top tier and he was charging 35. It was 35 that year for Carpenter and for Clive Barker, and they were the most expensive people there.
Wasn't it Screamfest at that time?
No, it turned to Spooky at that point.
It turned to Spooky, okay.
Hey, Donut, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I don't know, but wow. So in 2009, you paid $35 for a John Carpenter signature.
We had the receipt.
That that's just so incredible. Inflation. Oh my God. That's like,
yeah.
And then the horror convention circuit has blown up dramatically. So many different horror conventions have popped up, and it's become so trendy, and cosplaying has become mainstream now, and so many different facets. So it's just,
even in 2014 when they had Spooky, you had Carpenter, and they had Tommy Lee Wallace, Nick Castle, Charles Cyphers, all Nick Castle, Tommy Lee Wallace, Charles Cyphers.
Annie was there.
All those guys were $20 a piece for their autograph. And I bet now they're at least 50. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's shot up so much over the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could take $100 in there and come out with 10 signatures.
Wow. Now you're lucky to get one.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh yeah,
that's
right.
So true.
I decided not to take a signature from John Carpenter. I wanted a photo because I was like, signature, I need to put a picture with this man. But then of course,
see if I can find this picture.
But then I'm in a cosplay, so you can't even see me. So I'm just okay. But he called me darling, and I will never forget.
Oh
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm okay, yeah. And I'm really shy too when I meet someone like that. I'm like I can't. Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's gonna black out on the thing. Yeah, but here she is in Julia from Hellraiser outfit.
Nice.
Now we gotta get this just right here on the angles, I guess.
Yeah, let's see.
How much did you pay for that photo? Oh my God, he was so young.
Yeah, this was at that time. It was 2014.
Yeah.
And I think it was $50.
Whoa.
Yeah. But
that's her as Julia from Hellraiser, which is hilarious that she's in Hellraiser outfit meeting Carpenter.
I was not thinking that day. Because I didn't wake up and like, oh, I'm gonna get a picture with John Carpenter. Like I can't even tell you. I think it was because I was, Pisces, last minute decisions. I couldn't make a decision like whether I'm gonna get his signature or am I gonna, get the photo. I had a conversation with Nick Castle though, and I sat next to him and he signed something for me. But that was another time. It was at the same time. But I just decided to, and he touched me. So I will never forget.
Maybe you did the ass, gas, or grass.
Oh.
Wink.
Oh my fucking God.
I mean, if he was into this, then I'm like, I'm just tits and eyes. Like, that's all that I'm holding a heart. Like, okay.
Okay, if you're into that.
Yeah,
I mean, he is a spooky guy.
He was into it. He was like, come here, darling. I was like, over. And he touched me. I was
And
like,
it's a rare photo of Carpenter where he doesn't look angry either. So
because he was happy to see me.
True.
I know with us, he looked like he wanted to take a nap. He's just like,
yeah, it's nap time. His whole arm is like over my shoulder like this. I'm like really analyzing this photo right now. And mind you, I see it. It's like hung up on the wall every day, and I'm not like looking at that at all.
Yeah, our John Carpenter photos like all over our socials, but he was having a long day. Even when he did our autographs, the guy before me, he pissed him off. So when I gave him my film can to sign, he was on a bad mood because the guy before me pissed him off. Because he kept saying, well, do this, do that, make that one say this, make that one say that. He's like, I'm so sorry.
And he didn't pay extra. Like,
he didn't pay extra
to get things personalized. And they had like a whole, like a shitload. They were selling shit.
Mm-hmm. He had like 8 or 9 posters that he had him autograph. He's like, make this poster say this, make that poster say that. And then he cut in line in front of me and he accused me of cutting. It was a whole mess. Like this. Yeah, he was a huge dick. And then he ruined it because he pissed off John Carpenter right before me and Kat went up. So by the time we went up, he was like, those matadors that like do the thing with the bull. That was John Carpenter already with this guy that pissed him off. So when I handed him my film can, and I was super excited and giddy, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get all these signatures and it's going to look so cool. And he's like, well, do you want me to sign it for you now or not? And I was like, yes, sir. Sorry. Please. Thank you. Yeah. So he was already pissed. I mean, understandably, because the guy before me was already, pissed him off. So I was like, dude, I get it. I would have been pissed off too, but
yeah, because it's like, I know you're just gonna put this on an eBay store, so this is like doesn't mean anything to you. I'm just, and then you don't even want to pay extra for it, you bum. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I know. Oh, donut. This is what I was sharing with everybody. Oh, yep, darkness. Yeah, no, there you go. This is what I was sharing with everybody. My autographed film can. But yeah, so I think it's time, guys. We have 2 people that participated. Donut, I know you just tuned in recently, but we're doing a giveaway for a comic book that our good friend over at Second Sight Publishing autographed. So let's see who's going to win.
Yay.
All right, here goes. We just have one and donut. So
and it's shaped like a donut. I love it. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry now.
After the Oreos comment earlier, that's all I've been thinking about.
Yay! Sorry, Donut. I tried, but the stupid machine didn't work for in your favor. But Juan, you are the honorable winner of this beautiful comic book. Thank you so much, Juan. And there is, look at this artwork, guys. Let's just take a moment real quick. It doesn't like it, but whatever. The fog took over the comic, so sorry, guys. I guess that's what happens. But yeah. Wow, what a fantastic show. We had and then Donna said they'll probably appreciate it more. Probably. I don't know. I hope you like comic books, Juan. You're about to get one shipped. You guys are fantastic. Now, do you guys want to mention anything before we wrap up the episode? Do you guys want to, any last minute, anything you want to say before we take it off the air?
No, I think we talked about the film festival. We're going to try and put out several episodes while we're at the festival about movies. So yeah. Yeah,
we'll be putting out episodes next week. And we've created a TikTok. So it's going to be at Jumpscare Pod is our TikTok. So there'll be live and non-live posts throughout our stay at Louisiana at the Overlook Film Festival.
Ooh. Now let me try to find your website. How is it? Just Jumpscare?
Yeah, you put me in a spot there. I don't remember.
Jumpscare the Horror Podcast. I'll be on YouTube.
Yes. Oh, here we go.
Jumpscare Podcast.
Okay, got it.
You got it? Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't find it right away.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, because we don't have a sexy site. Well, we have the links.
Yeah.
You don't have a sexy site? You guys need a sexy site. How is Tom Atkins going to grab your bum?
Well, we saw him in Spookella last year, and he really admired my purse. So I have photos of him holding my purse.
Nice.
Did you use the line on him? I don't know. You let go of my purse.
No, I was like, he's holding my purse.
What kind of purse?
It's that skull purse that they have in like Creepville. They sell it at different places like Dolls Kill, Creepville. It's like a skull head. And it has handles, but there's different ones. The one I have is just like, it looks like a skull, like with the shading and everything. But there's one that goes in the dark. There's like velvet ones, like burgundy, red, black. They're awesome. And it's huge in there. You can hold a lot of stuff in that purse.
Yeah, it's huge.
But yeah, it's huge. When you open it, it's like Hermione's bag. Like, just
nice.
It's like the TARDIS,
Oh, we like the big ones, right, Kat?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't look big, but it's a grower.
Nice. Grower, not a shower.
Woo! It's getting a little too steamy, guys. I don't know. I might have to.
It's foggy in
here. That fog seeping in from the hook that broke the door.
Oh, the hook's coming through the door, guys. I gotta go. Oh. Woo! These men with the hooks are coming through my door. A big hook, not a little hook, a big hook. You know what? It's probably the ghost strippers that Kat ordered for my birthday. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. You guys are too great. Come back anytime on the show. We'll leave your link to your podcast on the description, so that way all of our beautiful fans can go check you guys out.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting us once again. We had a great time.
Yes, thank you so much for coming out.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, and happy birthday to you too. See you guys later. I gotta go hide from the fog now.
Yep, that's fair.
Certainly wasn't expecting purse porn tonight. Oops.
Now it shows up the least expected.
On Delight and Fright, anything is possible. Your wildest dreams, whether it's Tom Atkins having, intercourse on the first date, or purses with strap-ons and alluring auras. You never know what you're going to find on Delight and Fright. Until next time.
How do you know what's in my purse, Luna?
Oh, brother. Bye.
Bye. My hand disappears again.
Hello, boils and ghouls. It's your old pal, John Carpenter, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And I want to thank you for listening to Delight and Fright with your hosts, Luna and Cat, a podcast for outcasts.